Order is broken, and the natural law has fallen. Let the awakened descendants cross over to the lands beyond. I am the serpent that devours its own tail. Here lies eternal.
You're awake. My name is Risa, and I'm a staff officer of the Kryptos Volunteer Army. I'd heard that the Proinos Citadel was in danger of falling to Valknut's forces, but the situation is even worse than I thought. From the way you dress, it looks like a Proinos knight. What on earth happened? Proinos Citadel, which used to be called an impregnable fortress, was taken over so quickly. Knight Commander Liam's betrayal? Isn't that the person who is called the hero of Tri? It's surprising that such a person defected to become Valknut's subordinate. Anyway, now I understand why Proinos Citadel became like this. No one would have expected that the Knight Commander, the chief of the Knights, who was in charge of the Knights, would be an enemy in an instant. I can hear the screams around me getting louder. It wasn't the time to just say how you feel. We need to get out in front of this. The slaves of life are rampaging, so it will be difficult to break through without weapons. We will give you the extra weapons we have, so could you equip weapons you...
My name is Anton. I'm a volunteer army from Kryptos with the cap. Well, look at you. A rune knight fighting without a rune. I'm surprised you held your own. If you're a rune knight, you know that there are set runes that can be worn on each weapon, right? I hope the rune I gave you are helpful.
That prisoner must have been killed here by the Valknut forces. No way. Does the phenomenon of life slavery, which we thought only appeared in the lands beyond, happening here? There's an area in the back that hasn't been occupied yet. Surviving Knights built a temporary shelter there, so let's discuss countermeasures there.
Rookie, I'm glad you're alive. The current situation in Proinos is very serious. After the enemies charged into the Citadel, most of the area was occupied in half a day. Even the defense mechanism that was protecting Proinos was already destroyed. What a betrayal of the Knight Commander, who was the heart of Proinos. I can't believe it. There is life slavery phenomenon throughout Proinos Citadel. As to what kind of measures Liam used, it means that the number of enemies is increasing in real time. We need to recapture the square to restore the defense apparatus. But it is impossible to counter the enemies with our current forces. According to the rescued wounded soldier, Many of our soldiers are trapped on the first floor of the basement prison. I'm not sure, but the information is that Sergeant Simon is also there. First, we are going to carry out a rescue operation. Would you please gather the personnel to be... I think I can trust you. If you, the 12 God-protected Syrians, take the lead. So I'd like to ask you a favor.
I can't believe it fell into the hands of the enemies to the square where the defense apparatus is located. I can't just sit back. As you know, each country's defense apparatus contains the power of 12 gods. Because of this, the forces of Balknut, who have the opposite power of 12 gods, cannot use full power within the barrier. In such a situation, the easy occupation of the square means that Liam played a big role. Maybe it was Liam who destroyed the defense apparatus. Sir, I will also participate in the rescue operation. The country is different, but my purpose is the same as the Proinos Knights here. No matter how much we stop the slaves of life at Krypnos, the border of the land beyond, if Tri, the center of Traum, falls, it will mean nothing. Anton, who came with me, probably feels the same way. We'll make sure to be with